Greetings, fellow and future star citizens. Gray-headed gamer here, and I've gotten so many requests to do a top 10 from the Redeemer giveaway contest that today's the day. We're going to go ahead and record it, and while we're doing it, I've invited Kamrat7, our winner from the Redeemer giveaway, to join us. How you doing, Kamrat?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. Couldn't imagine doing it without you. Kamrat's allowed me to go in and tour his hangar while we do this top 10 and check out his beautiful Redeemer that he just got from our anonymous sponsor. And there is a slight problem with the top 10. I have a problem with handwriting everything. I love penmanship. I love writing. I'm an old school drafter from way back in when everything was done by hand. And my wife decided to do a little cleaning, and she always asks me about my scripts and my lists I have around my computer table. And I'll be danged if she asked me if I had any active scripts. I told her no. She cleaned the desk off, threw everything away, and my top 10 list was on the desk. So I took some time, went back through the comments. I remember most of the top picks. It might not be exact, but these were definitely on at least the top 20. So I figure we'll go over those while we look at the Redeemer. You ready, Cam?
I'm ready.
All right, so the first one that we're going to go over was a serious and unique entry from Hoppy182, and he said he's going to have to go with educational supplies. I think it would be cool to haul half a lab across the galaxy to the recently opened university in the Helios system, for example. Books, lab equipment, highly toxic chemicals, biological specimens, living or not, experimental tech, which I thought that was a really good idea, just to bring in a totally different aspect, of the educational part of the game. Could actually be even another career path.
Oh, I think that's a great idea, and just moving science stuff around. I think that could be really expanded on, and could have a great potential. Moving science to a uncharted territory or to the war zone.
Absolutely, and newly created colonies, they'll need education. The next one's one of the funny ones. It's from Chris C, and it's of course the exhibit from his car show. His was, "Yo, dog, I want to ship ships in my ship so I can ship while I'm shipping." I thought it was great. I know that the whole exhibit thing is kind of played out, but it was funny as heck, so it made the list for a funny. And then we have Daringe the Sane. I think it's Daringe. And something he put in there, it hit me right in the heart. I'm a huge Dune fan, and he said, "What commodity would I like to see? Spice. Spice, the Dune spice melange." He said he didn't care if it was the actual Dune spice or not, but he wants to be able to have it where you can navigate hyperspace without a computer. Or he said even if it's the Star Wars generic spice, kind of like the cocaine drug, he wants to be able to be called a spice runner in the game.
That's a great idea. I mean, I love it too. Just imagine having a planet, Dune-like, when it's very risky to get the spice, and then it enables some, psychic abilities, or almost psychic-like abilities.
Absolutely, I thought it was great. Plus, being a Dune fan, that one hit me. Another funny one was from Punch Buggy 1. I would like to see pleasure bots. Now, we had a lot of entries with pleasure bots, but this was the first one, and I thought it was great, so I had to at least add one. It's a huge industry that wouldn't disappear in the future, so why not? And it would be awesome to see a whole sea filled with a bunch of pleasure bots, which, granted, it would. And, I doubt they're going to have something like that in game, but it was a good idea, and it seemed like it was repeated multiple times, but he was the first one, so it made the list as well.
Well, that shows the demand.
Absolutely, sex sells. Another one that made it, which I thought was, this is one of close to my personal favorites here, was from Mr. Killer Cookie, and he said, "I think we should have some kind of cameras or camcorders like drones. It would be cool to be able to make funny, stupid, or epic little in-game short films and upload them to some type of in-game YouTube. We would have more than enough time to browse the web while traveling through space, so watching in-game stories would be a perfect way to spend some time and get closer as a community. Think it's awesome. You have a little drone camera bot following you, almost like doing instant replays in a game. Good idea."
Oh, definitely. I mean, great idea. Just imagine, viewing the recap of the mission together when you get back to your constellation with the team. That would be fantastic.
Absolutely. You could have a sortable, sort of like in-game YouTube channel where if something really funny happens during a battle, you could upload it. You can get views and people could upvote you, and I think it's a great idea. So next is Cyborg. And he had another funny one. Now, you got to also remember, I'm reading 600 comments while we were doing this. So some of these hit me as super funny. I mean, falling off my chair funny. This one was, I think we should have some... Oh, gosh, no, I messed my list up. There it is, Cyborg. I'd like to see a very important commodity as far as a trade item goes. Laxatives. The air in space is very dry, and sitting all day is tough on the regularity. So this one is a product that would be in high demand for the average space traveler. I'd also like to keep a stash disguised as a Banu candy. This would be this is something I gladly hand over to any pirates or invaders on my peaceful journeys. I thought that was a great entry, and it still makes me laugh.
I think that's a great one, and you know, also very functional. Just imagine that you can't afford a decent cook on your spaceship. You know, during longer travels, that would be very, very handy.
Yep, especially the part of handing it over to pirates. That's the best. So then we got, let's see, I have to say, not that yours wasn't great, Cam. I loved yours, but this was my absolute favorite as far as entries, and it was from Alexander Orgberg. He said, I'd like to see massive prisoner transportation vehicles and freight missions to haul those prisoners. As an example, think of a whole sea fitted from bottom to top with cells carrying hundreds of galaxies' most dangerous men and women from System A to System B. Imagine walkways between the cells filled with armed guards preparing for a riot and F-7 escorts escorting the massive vehicle through space. Absolutely amazing idea, and not to mention, it would make a fantastic first-person shooter map.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, just imagine pirates trying to reclaim one of the fellows.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you know, it could be an orbiting station or just, you know, like traveling through space. A flying prison. I thought that was fantastic, and I hope someone from CIG watches this video, takes that idea and runs with it, because that would just make us absolutely perfect place for, you know, for missions and for FPS battles, you name it. It would just be awesome.
Yeah, I really, really like this idea too.
Another one that I thought was great, and holy crap, I didn't put who this was from. Oh, I apologize. I tell you what, I'll put an annotation on the video saying who this one was from. I can't remember. But just another really good serious one is algae and various microorganisms to be used as mini biofactories. Algae specifically to maintain and recycle water supplies on everything from ships to colony water supplies. And also super engineered bacteria that could change a raw material into another far more efficiently than a traditional manufacturing process. Awesome thought, good idea. He even said you could potentially ship it in dry powdered form, like a freeze-dried powder, or specialized liquid containers like in a Starfare. Great idea.
Yeah, I really like it too, and I think that would really integrate with Star Citizen world very well, with the whole universe.
Absolutely. And there was one other that I couldn't find when I went back through the comments. I don't know, it might have been on Reddit or maybe a side comment, but someone said he wanted to see a bagel carrier. Not a bingo carrier, but a bagel carrier. A huge capital ship that's nothing but a huge bakery. I thought that was a funny, awesome idea, but I couldn't find it again, so whoever you are that did that, that was awesome too.
That's a very good idea.
A bagel carrier. All right, well, hey, Cam, thanks for joining me, man. I'm glad you took the time out to come on with me. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful Redeemer. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys later.